Coming up on Vegas Nation Blitz, Antonio Pierce made his debut and the Raiders won big. Can the team keep the good vibes going? The Raiders are once again in prime time on Sunday when the New York Jets come to town. Hear what the coaching staff is saying ahead of the matchup. Vegas Nation Blitz starts now.
Powered by the Las Vegas Review-Journal, this is Vegas Nation Blitz. Presented by D&R House of Diamonds, making luxury affordable. Located in the One Summerlin building in downtown Summerlin.
I know the coaches, the whole organization, the whole building is proud as f. More importantly, I'm happy for you guys. That was rough the last 2 weeks.
Raider Nation is buzzing this week following a huge win on Sunday against the New York Giants in the first game under interim coach Antonio Pierce, with Aiden O'Connell at the helm as QB1. The Raiders scored more than 20 offensive points for the first time this season, matched season high numbers in rushing, and came away with a 30-6 win over the Giants. The Raiders outclassed the Giants after a short but eventful week and looked nothing like the team we saw last Monday in Detroit. Now the question is, how long can they keep this thing going? We're going to discuss that with Sam Gordon later in the show, but first, let's hear from the coaching staff.
The players, they did a good job communicating on and off the field. It's a new week this week, and we'll see how it goes this week, but it worked out on Sunday.
It was fun on the sidelines because it was, for me and him, it was our first, and we were communicating during the game, and he was right there with me as I was calling plays for the first time, and I thought he did a really good job, and he made me feel very comfortable out there. He did a great job.
Well, we knew last week was going to be emotion, and we checked that this morning. We can't win the National Football League each and every week on emotions. We'll get burnt out. Now it comes back to what football's all about, the execution. Our guys are motivated. It's a new week for us. Last week's behind us, and we're looking forward.
And of course, after Sunday's win, the celebration continued in the stadium as the team got to the locker room. So let's go ahead and hear from the Raiders themselves.
I mean, we wanted to do it for AP, man. I think we all came to that conclusion. We all sat down and was like, man, no matter how this go, like, we're going to play with everything we got for that man, just because, the position he's in, and however it go, he's going to be the face of the ridicule. So we wanted to go out there and play for him and, show that we can play good on all three phases of football, and we went out there and did that today.
When we play together, we play like this every week. If you go look at the film, we play together. So, and offense gave us that spark that we needed, and we knew we could do it as a team. You know what I'm saying? When we play as a team, that's the product.
It was a blast. We had a lot of fun out there. You can feel it. The energy was crazy, and we sustained it for the whole game. So that's what we talk about. AP talked about in the beginning of the week. It's just about playing, with swag, letting everyone's personality come to light, and I feel like everyone felt that today.
Well, now that we've heard from the Raiders themselves, we want to hear from Raider Nation. I was out at Allegiant Stadium talking to some Raiders fans about Sunday's big win and their thoughts on everything that has happened since last week.
Yeah, after a crazy week that our team had, change was needed, and Antonio Pierce brought the juice. He got the guys fired up, he got them ready, he got them having fun. It was an important game, it was a big game. Raider Nation's back, and it was incredible experience. Something felt different. The autumn wind is changing, and you can tell from top to bottom of this organization that this was just a breath of fresh air that was needed, and everyone came together as one unit and played an amazing game.
We needed that win, and then when they started, pulling up points, I said, oh, this is great, so I was very happy about it. It's great, hopefully they keep this energy going on in the future games.
I think that he truly embodies the commitment to excellence that the Raiders have stood for their entire tenure in the NFL. I think that he is somebody that's going to give us the spark that we need to make a good push towards the second half of the season. I think now we have a belief that we can win and that we will win. So I'm really excited to see how it plays out, and I hope that this wins all the way to the end for sure.
DNR House of Diamonds is Las Vegas's elite private office jeweler, the perfect bridge between internet pricing and a traditional brick-and-mortar jewelry store. We specialize in loose diamonds, natural and lab-grown, engagement rings, fashion jewelry, custom design, and jewelry repairs. We operate by appointment in our beautiful offices in the One Summerlin building, downtown Summerlin. Our great relationships with the world's largest diamond wholesalers and our low overhead saves you hundreds, if not thousands, on your purchase.
Joining me in studio now, as always, is Review Journal sports columnist Sam Gordon. Sam, the Raiders, they're blasting music, they're smoking cigars in the locker room, they're having a lot of fun, they're hooping in the locker room at the facility, having a lot of fun right now, but it's the first win under Antonio Pierce. It's justified because they won, but how sustainable is that momentum?
Great question, Dre. The schedule is going to get tougher. There's no question about that. Games against Miami, a couple against Kansas City. So the momentum, we'll see. The culture, however, this is sustainable, right? What we saw on Sunday and all throughout the week last week, and as I'm sure we're going to see throughout the week this week, is a team that's enthused to play football, that wants to come to work, that wants to play for Antonio Pierce. Polar opposite from the previous situation. It's a credit to Antonio Pierce, his relationship that he's developed with the players, him being a former player, understanding what makes these guys tick, and figuring it out in a very quick amount of time. The vibes, the morale is good. I think that element is sustainable. They clearly like playing for Antonio Pierce.
And you just mentioned it because they did all that on a short week, right? And on that short week, we have a new interim coach, Antonio Pierce. We have a new quarterback at the starting position, Aiden O'Connell. Bo Hardegree calling plays for the first time. So the offense on Sunday, much more productive than we've seen all season long. So I think the answer is pretty obvious, Sam. But what stifled the offense for half the season?
Josh McDaniels, Dre. It's clear they didn't like playing for Josh McDaniels. That's why Mark Davis made the move he made. Josh McDaniels is gone. Now everybody's relaxed. The offense is relaxed, and you saw a lot more balance on Sunday afternoon.
Now, it was Tommy DeVito that they played against, right? Daniel Jones got hurt in that game. Tommy DeVito comes in. So maybe the Giants win isn't much of a measuring stick win for the Raiders. It's something to kind of get the morale up, right? Have something to rally around. Now they got the Jets coming in. So, Sam, what is the key for this team moving forward as they still have some playoff hopes and they have the Jets coming into town on Sunday?
Well, the Jets, Jay, as you alluded to, they're a step up in class, right? The offense, as we saw on Monday Night Football with Zach Wilson, and throughout the course of the season, isn't much better than what we saw with the Giants. But their defense, this is a real defense with playmakers all over the field at all three levels. So I think they're going to have to emulate a similar script. Can you maintain Josh Jacobs, his production on the ground? Can Aiden O'Connell continue to play clean football? I think that's the recipe, right? Maintain that on Sunday, and then in games moving forward, I think they're going to give themselves a fighting chance, certainly against the Jets, but against other teams that are beatable on the schedule the rest of the way.
After a chaotic week last week here at the team facility, the Raiders are back to normal. Josh McDaniels fired, Antonio Pierce comes in, Bo Hardegree comes in place of Mick Lombardi as offensive coordinator. All those changes happened. They rode that wave of excitement to a big win, but now it's back to normal. They've got a game coming up on Sunday. It's meetings, it's practices. It's a normal week here in the building, but they need to be able to carry over that momentum from last week. And there's a lot of positive things to build on. They didn't play that well and still won a game handily. That is a great sign for this Raiders team. The defense created some turnovers, did well in the passing game, but not so much against the run as usual. The offensive line was good. They left a lot of plays on the field, though, as they finally established the run for the first time. So a lot of things to clean up, but they still did that coming off a win. So a lot to build on for this Raiders team, a lot of excitement around this building, and we'll see if they can continue that again in prime time coming up on Sunday night.
Thank you so much for being here with us on Vegas Nation Blitz. We've got your fast takes and smart coverage on all things Raiders. Just check out vegasnation.com. And be sure to be back here with us on Saturday for Vegas Nation Game Day. For the rest of the crew, I'm Leandre Fox, and we'll see you then. Thanks for watching.
Powered by the Las Vegas Review-Journal, this is Vegas Nation Blitz. Presented by DNR House of Diamonds, making luxury affordable. Located in the One Summerlin building in downtown Summerlin.